going on, everybody? If I were to ask you how you're doing, I'd hope you say you're okay. Um, it's been about a week, I'd say, since my last video. Um, just haven't really felt the interest to record, or just haven't had the time. But yeah, what was I going to say just now? Oh yeah, this episode, I guess video, not episode, but whatever. It's pre-recorded GTA footage. I've been playing a lot of GTA the past 2 days with friends, and I just recorded myself driving around. So it's a little bit different from the Minecraft, but wanted to play some GTA today. Today we're going to be talking about moving on from past relationship, both romantic and friendship, and why I think it's important, and some other things. So let's dive into it. Um, so my experience with moving on is kind of like most people's. I broke up with my ex about almost a year ago in July, and I was the one who initiated it, and then immediately regretted it because I realized I didn't lose feelings, but I was too afraid to say anything. Um, but yeah, so for the past year, I struggled with moving on. Um, I've had, like, I'd say it goes in like waves. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Parts where I don't even think about it for a week or so, and then it gets to like oh my god, I miss her so much. I wish I could talk to her. But I realized moving on is important, and I'd say I've moved on 95% of the way. I'm like, I think about it every little bit, but it's not like I get like so emotionally down I can't do anything except think about her. I don't have that anymore. I haven't had that since maybe December, January. So it was very hard, and I think having a good friend circle and stuff also does help. But yeah, um, it was rough. It still is rough, but I believe everyone needs to do it, and I encourage everyone to do it, because if you just kind of sit there and dwell on the feelings and the regret and guilt you have, like I did, I sat in the sadness and the guilt for months, and it's like, oh, I feel so bad, and I would write down things that I felt good about, even unrelated to um her, like things that I did to her, because I was not a good partner. I would write down things that made me feel just in the day, and everything made me feel guilty then, every action. And I would send it to her, which is a horrible thing to do. Don't do that, and I regret that. And I think I did send a message like, I'm sorry for doing that. But I think everyone needs to move on as fast as they can, even if it's hard and it hurts, because if you dwell on that sadness and that guilt and the shame, you're going to feel worse, and then it's going to slow down your progress. You're not going to feel better. You're going to feel worse because you're just going to constantly let those thoughts cycle through your mind. And I think if you have a good friends who can help, excuse me, sorry. If you have good friends that can help or have gone through similar things, it's good to contact them and talk to them about it, because they can help you feel better and try to help you do some new things to get that off your mind and kind of just come to terms with it. I also want to say, um, this is kind of a transition to the next thing, which is, should you contact them eventually, which is something I'm contemplating. I contacted her outside of the 200 messages I sent like post breakup, which is insane. I think I sent her two messages in September, one related to school and one related to her birthday, and then I sent nothing until February. I was gonna send something for Christmas, but then I was blocked. And then I sent something in February because I was unblocked. I sent something then, and then that was the last one. That was just over 3 months ago now, and I'm going on a trip to the Netherlands to meet some friends, and I'm contemplating asking her if she wants souvenirs and also wants to hear an apology, because by that point I'll be 8 weeks/2 months sober from my addiction. But should you contact them? I think after enough time has passed, don't do what I did and contact super quick. I think give it around a year, you know, before you reach out. Work through any struggles you had. Kind of work on not being so sad and, like, I guess, down about it, and then reach out. But I would say don't have high expectations of if you're going to hear from her or them or he, whatever, if you're going to hear from them. Because there's a high chance, and I've tried to get myself to accept this, that you're not going to hear from them, like hear a response. They might just end up blocking you, and that'll be it. And it's a shame. And it's kind of, I'm going through this with my ex and also an old friend who's now dating that ex, but that's all different can of worms. But yeah, I think it's circumstantial. I ended kind of on poor terms, but if you ended on good terms, you just realize you kind of grew apart, but you still want to talk, or eventually you realize, oh, I still have feelings. You want to reach out, and you haven't talked in months. Just kind of shoot the shot, you know. Once you message, the ball is in their court. You can't do anything. You just kind of have to wait for what the response is. But yeah, I guess anything I'd say, final words, is just kind of push through. It's hard every day, but try to do something productive. Don't fall into negative habits such as drug use, alcohol, porn, lying in bed all day. I know it's hard, but you just kind of have to push through. Try to do new and old hobbies, and yeah, I think that's it. But if anyone who sees this is going through something like that, I hope you do well. It does get better. It's only up from here, and yeah. And like once again, if anyone has any questions or advice they want help with, or just want to leave, just want to say anything in the comments, just comment it down below, and I'll try to respond to every comment. I do try. I do. I take time because I don't check this account. But yeah, have a great night, great day, whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. Enjoy, and also, sorry for my shitty fucking GTA footage. I don't know how to drive for some reason. I'm horrible at driving in GTA, but yeah, have a great night, have a great day, have a great whatever. Enjoy. Take care. See you.